美味しさの秘密は他にもある。繰り返し刻んで作る肉しいたけ。
Hello to all my anime fiends, and welcome to another top 5 anime video. This week, we're going to be looking at the top 5 aesthetic anime. Now, I'm sure when you hear aesthetic anime, you're probably thinking about the Ghibli film. However, other studios have also made anime that are just as aesthetically pleasing. Now, let's get toasty. Coming up at number 5, we have God Eater, which is an action fantasy anime that first went on air in July of 2015. The story is set in the year of 2071, where man-eating monsters called arigamis have taken over. These are not your ordinary monsters, as they are immune to regular weapons, and sadly, they have put humanity at risk for extinction.
That bracelet will fuse with your flesh and will remain on you for the rest of your life. Tell me now if you are prepared for this.
Giving us some hope, an organization named Fenrir was formed as a last resort to try to save humanity, and they use God Eaters to do so. Now, you're probably wondering, just what are these God Eaters? These are special humans that have been infused with the Oracle cells, allowing them to wield God Arcs, which are the only weapons capable of killing the origamis. Lenka Utsugi is a new type of God Eater whose God Arc takes the form of both a blade and a gun, which makes him an essential weapon.
I said that I was gonna take care of this bastard.
So a protagonist must master his God Arc in order to wipe these horrendous monsters who are multiplying by the minute. This anime uses CGI animation, and as a result is so refreshing compared to most anime shows. I won't claim to have watched all the CGI animes, but God Eater takes the number 5 spot for its impossibly good animation, realism, and powerful graphics. Next up, at number 4, Kizumonogatari Part 2 Hot-Blooded, which is the second movie of a supernatural vampire trilogy that premiered back in August of 2016. In this movie, Kiyomi Araragi isn't a human anymore and begins retrieving the severed body parts of Kisha that were stolen by 3 vampire hunters. As he goes on this journey, he comes across a vampire hunter who's also a vampire, and a half vampire and a human priest who is surprisingly the most dangerous of the 3.
あの子はそう言っていたんだろ。
いや、だからそれが嘘だっていう可能性はないのか?
As he continues to get the limbs, he becomes more a vampire and less of a human, despite wanting to go back to being a full human. This movie uses a combination of 2D and 3D, which honestly speaking blends together in a breathtaking way. In this anime, it's almost like you're watching a live action. The attention to detail and the level of detail in the character's expression is what makes the cinematography excellent. Definitely recommend the entire trilogy. At number 3, we have Link Click. This one is a supernatural drama with a bit of time travel and first aired in April of 2021, so it's fairly recent.
Sure, Mr. Drew. Be there in a jiffy.
How's that? Good, right? Such a proper assistant.
When you look at a picture, you take it for face value. It is what it is. But pictures often have much deeper stories behind them, which only the protagonists Sheng Shaoxi and Lu Huang can find. They have these cool powers that allow them to actually jump into photographs brought by their clients. Trippy, right? Once they're in, they live through the events in the picture from the perspective of the person who took it.
Plenty of clear photos, but not many clues.
Take your pick. Which one do you want to try first?
But it isn't as simple as that. Whenever they jump into a photo, they risk changing the future of the photographer, and who knows, maybe other events too. I think this is a very unique concept for an anime, and sometimes I wish I can jump into a picture as well. The visuals are stunning, the characters are lovable. It's interesting to see how they overcame the challenges that crossed their paths. I fully enjoyed this anime, and I think you will too. Moving along to numero 2, we got Yuru Camp, the movie, a healing and wholesome slice of life that aired in July of 2022. It's sort of a spin-off of Yuri Camp series. Here, Ren Shima and Nezuko Kamigahara and their friends are all grown up with their adult responsibilities.
最初に客層とか
So of course they can't just spend their days camping and adventure like they used to. Ogaki ends up reuniting the group by proposing to build a campground which will give an abandoned plot of land from their home place a facelift. The group is thrilled by this and is motivated to give their all to craft a space for future generations to enjoy just as they did when they were young. Guys, this anime literally warmed my heart. It was so emotional to see the characters as adults who can still reminisce on the good old days. In English, the name of the show translates to Lay Back Camp, and that's exactly how you feel the entire time. Although having nature shots, it's not something exclusive to this anime. I can say that only a few anime can pull it off, such as this. Plus, the soundtrack is subtle and serene. The scenery as well really allows you to prop your feet up and take a soul nap. Finally, at number 1, we've got Land of the Lustrous, which is a fantasy mystery drama first airing in October of 2017. This is a futuristic anime with strange crystal organisms known as gems. Fitting name, right?
神社だけは彼から無尽蔵に出る銀色の毒液で夜のかすかな光を集め
It is set in a world that has been totally decimated by 6 meteors. So, each of the gems are given a role to fight against the Lunarians. As you guessed it, the Lunarians are their enemies who attack them to shatter their crystalline bodies just to use the pieces as decorations. What the hell?
変わりたいとは常々思っております。そうそう無理だからお手軽な方法聞いてんじゃんかよ。
There is a young and fragile gem named Phosphofirelite or Phosphophilite or whatever, man. But we can just call him Phos because the man's name is too complicated. He dreams of helping out in the war effort, but poor Phos is instructed to compile an encyclopedia because of his fragility. Man's just fragile, bro. He's not happy about it, but he still takes on the task. Then he meets Cinnabar, who is an intelligent gem that has been assigned to patrol the island at night, which isn't really fulfilling. Phos notices Cinnabar's unhappiness and tries to find something where they can be useful yet still enjoy what they do.
やった先生お言葉ですが嫌ですこんな役に立たないやつと例年のとは何
So, there's no secret that anime that relies on CGI has been criticized for years. I'm looking at You Overlord and Berserk. However, this was the show that proved that there's a future in CGI anime. The show is stunning to say at least, but as the very characters we follow are not made of flesh and bones, but crystals that can be shattered into millions of pieces, this may sound like an arbitrary detail, but trust me, when you see it yourself, you'll realize how terrifyingly beautiful this anime looks. You could even say that the show is quite a gem. Sorry. Man's couldn't help myself. Okay, and thank you for watching my top 5 aesthetic anime list. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe to PotophorHub Productions. And don't forget to hit the notification bell down below. If you have any suggestions on what anime list I should do next, leave it in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next video.